the descendant of European settlers in South Africa have created a Christian white-only town where black people are not allowed because they cannot stand being around Africans in Africa. Look, this reminds me of the British tourist who went on holiday to Spain but then complained it was ruined because there were too many Spanish people in their own country. Look, these types of disrespect keep on happening because we keep entertaining and allowing it, which is crazy to me considering how recent and fresh South Africa's history under apartheid is. You see, in my village they say, it is out of respect that elephants come to destroy your farm in the middle of the night. Because even if they come during the day, what is it you can do about it? Yes, nothing. And to me, the solution to this problem is very simple. Listen, if just 55,000 Africans all across South Africa, which is the capacity of Cape Town Stadium, agree to meet on a Sunday afternoon at the main square in that town for a full-blown barbecue, what could these settlers do about it? Yes, nothing. But the mental gymnastic and sensational headlines that Western media would produce on that day would be as inspiring and immaculate as the Australian break dancer at the Olympics. But keep in mind that they would never allow something like this to take place anywhere in the Western country, and rightfully so. Look, I don't blame people who feel comfortable enough to try such crazy thing in Africa. Why wouldn't they? We've never given them a reason not to try such foolishness. Lawfully speaking, of course. It reminds me of one of Mobutu's interviews, the former president of Zaire, now DRC, 4 or 5 decades ago, when he said something along the lines of, if a European declares himself king in any African country today, the West would endorse it by sending journalists to positively cover the event. But if an African does the same thing in the West, it would be considered a mental disorder. You see, the idea of a white-only town in Africa doesn't bother some people. They've often made it very clear, if you read between the lines in a straight line, that they would prefer an Africa without Africans, or just enough to be their servants or work for them under the scorching sun for peanuts. Look, if the United States government refused to allow Tulsa to prosper, why should the South African government allow a racist idea to prosper?
We, ni nini?